Recording, streaming. Oh. There we go.
Oh no.
Hmm?
I said, oh no.
Is it because you are visible? You are perceived now?
Yes. Did you know I haven't actually streamed at all over the last, 2 months? 3 months? It's been a while.
Is that
I
in
haven't wanted to be on camera. I haven't wanted to talk to anyone. I haven't wanted to do most of the things I normally do. It's been a rough couple months.
are you in a rut?
I would say. Yeah.
You want to talk about why you haven't been in the mood? Because I don't know. I generally only hop in the VC when you or trying or anybody's in there. It's like, oh, people I can talk to, but you're never in there, so I never talk to you.
Well, exactly. We're never in there. It's been a matter of getting home life in order and trying to rebalance. For many years, my I guess depression was why I got into Twitch, and it was easy to um hang out and connect with people that way. Um but when it was worth dedicating more time to home, it no. Um it was worth breaking off for some of the toxic elements that were going on, and using online friendship to patch a depressive hole is not exactly ideal.
It doesn't
It's
work.
not sustainable.
It. I can't remember the saying, but it's basically putting a band-aid over a yeah, it'll work very temporarily, but then eventually you will need to you'll have to do more. And that's why I'm glad you have Aaron, because I mean, yeah, he's awesome. I still haven't tried what he said to do the hot dog in a wrapper or whatever the fuck he said.
In the tortilla.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet because honestly, it seems like a waste unless I add other stuff. Maybe little bits of nuke burgers. Who knows? It could spice it up.
Or what you need to be doing is making some other redeem for no nuke burgers all over again.
I actually
make it easier for us to entertain ourselves.
I actually haven't eaten them for a while. Oh, and there is actually redeems. Turns out you have to turn them on Kick. They're not automatically turned on when you become an affiliate. There's literally a setting. Although I only have one because I can't tie alerts to them. So what's the point?
Why not?
Kick doesn't really have an integration in StreamAbot. The only reason I was able to was because Tay did a bunch of fucking research and got me a limited integration. So I have stuff for subs and follow, but and I made a whole thing for walk-on sounds. But it's not an actual walk-on sound. You have to use a command, which is annoying.
It's walk-on commands. That's good enough.
Yeah, but it's still the fact that I have to make you have to use a command to hear your walk-on sound. It's a little bit
have to announce
unfair.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have a triggers to just as soon as that person is a viewer or says hi.
It's impossible. I also forgot to open up my 2 other things. Although I'm pretty sure that's mostly just you, me, and one other random. So, but either way, I had to open up this stuff. There. But yeah, let's get this started off with, because I came up with a bunch of topics. And the first
Okay.
one is how beautiful she is. That's literally what I put for number 1. And
Ugh.
and I actually did uh, I did have this whole thing with Pear as well, where I asked him exactly why he's so against just a compliment. And you are also the same. You are against compliments. Why? You are beautiful. And also, I'm pansexual. I'm not saying that about your beauty, although you are hot, but that's not like the core of what I'm saying. I'm saying you're beautiful because of who you are.
The rejection of compliments isn't because of what the compliment is. It's because my rejection of how I'm willing to view myself through someone else's eyes. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. I can be empathetic. I'm not going to empathize with your hi. Um I don't agree. I don't see myself the same way.
Yeah, but then that is most likely part of the hole that you have to fill.
Could be.
Yeah, because I mean, after I got over mine, or after I filled mine in with a bunch of bullshit, I'm doing fantastic now. Mainly because I am fantastic, but still, that's a side note. Or is it the whole note? Who knows? But yeah, basically, you have to feel good about yourself. In general, I don't feel anything ever.
Well, is that any better than not accepting compliments in the long run?
Yes,
How so?
because I can exist this way, and well, also because my autistic brain, I've tuned it to be able to be tuned any way I want. So basically, if say like, okay, so I'm not exactly numb, like I can still feel, but if there's a certain thing I don't want to feel, I can turn that off, but then I can keep everything else on. And I've basically done that with like multiple things.
Well, I operate that way on a regular basis. If I have work to do, I go to work. Put my customer service face on. I fucking do what I have to. If I'm at home, I have to be mom. I go and fucking cook dinner and make the food, put everyone to bed, do the mom things.
Yeah.
You can, for the most part, function just fine without dealing with some fucking people's compliments. Jesus.
Yeah, but one of these days, I'm gonna hear a thank you, and at that point, I'll know that I've gotten you to the point where you can accept them. I don't know how long away that is, maybe 2030, but you know what? It's gonna happen. New decade, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah,
Jeez.
one of these days. Now,
Sure.
the next thing is Aaron, the current guy.
No, the guy.
Who is also current
Well,
because
yes.
it's currently happening.
The I think that implies that that won't always be the case.
No
Words are
more,
funny like
it's
that.
the
English sucks like that.
current guy instead of the past guys. And I've known the past guys, and most of them have sucked. Only one of them did not suck, but that's only because after he went out, he stopped sucking. But that is one out of many.
Who stopped sucking?
That'd be Gage.
Yeah, fuck that.
around us, I mean, like generally when he was around you, he was a little simp boy. But then when he got away from that, not by choice, obviously, but when he was away from that, he was better.
No, no, he was not. He was busy destroying my other friendships, so I don't know how that doesn't warrant him still being a piece of shit.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just I just mean what I saw. What I saw was he seemed like he was trying to be better, but I guess on the inside he didn't change. So I guess all your past relationships sucked. But I will still say there is still the one. Although, really, I'm pretty sure I only know of 2 douchebags and 1 simp and 1 cuck. And that is how I will forever see them, no matter what.
Well, it doesn't matter now anyway.
Oh, but it's so funny talking about them because they can't do anything. Gage I removed because I never talked to him. He never reached out. I never reached out, mainly because I didn't want to talk to him. It's very hard having a conversation with the guy. Bass, why the fuck would I want to talk to him? He hates my guts, and well, I already know at this point, he can go to any other place other than Alberta and Ontario. Mainly because he comes to Ontario, I'm breaking his legs. And that little fat boy can't outrun me. I don't care how fat I am, I can run fast. All I have to do is catch up to him, and he's fucked. And then I will officially turn into a cuck sword.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that sounds weird, but you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. I realized it right as right when you said "oh dear," I was like, "Oh, that makes it sound like I'm like a cuck dick."
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no, but either way, it's nah. But yeah, let's talk about Aaron.
okay, so my relationships are under fire. How about yours? How have yours been?
Oh, I've turned into a cell.
You've turned into a what?
I've turned into an incel without the in
What does that mean?
because it's completely voluntary.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those leotards.
Haboo. There's no leftovers? Oh no. He ate
I,
all the eggs.
I
Oh,
assume
God.
I assume those are jeans, but God, they look like leotards blurred.
Your jeans looked like leotards blurred. Legend thought you should know. And plie.
Huh.
And dip. And now spin. I think he's gonna throw up. He ate too much.
Hey, there's no such thing as too much eggs. They're just fantastic.
Well, so we're of the standpoint that eggs cannot be stored and reheated. They're no good left over. So, unfortunately, our family has consumed the entire carton at Aram's expense. And the bacon? Boo boo, that was a kilo of bacon. That was a kilo. Full kilo.
Well, now that the man, the myth, and the legend, other than me, is here, we can talk about him. And if he has anything to add, he can. But
Yeah, he can speak for himself.
yeah, but yeah, generally, just really, I just want to talk about that. I'm very happy that you found him, or that he found you, or however it worked, because yeah, as I was saying, every other relationship sucked.
What's
And
really funny is can you read that from here?
you're the best thing I've ever found on the love internet. On the letter internet. I don't know. I assume it's just internet without.
Yeah, I think it
Okay.
was a laptop, not a letter.
Okay.
But yeah, found him on the internet too.
Oh. Well, then that is the the best thing. The best thing you
He's the
found
best
on the
thing I've ever
internet,
found on the internet.
other than me. Let's be honest.
Yes,
But
friends count too. Different category.
but yeah, it's just yeah. I mean, like, I could tell there was a difference immediately, and I mean, it's just I didn't meet the baby daddies, but I wouldn't have liked them. I didn't like Gage the moment I met him. The moment I met him, it was just like, oh, I hate this guy. And the exact same with Bass. And the moment that, and like, I didn't even really talk to Aram. It was more just like, I'm pretty sure he was just on the stream being Aram. And even with that, it was just like, I like him. Finally, finally, Lexi. God, took you a while. But yeah, I'm honestly really happy for you because that's yeah, because you made a good choice for once.
For once.
Yeah, well, I mean, like another thing that I actually told trying, and actually I've waited months to do this. I told you so. With Bass, I warned you, and you went back. I've waited months because it was a little bit too recent. Uh, for a while, but yeah, I was like, hey, I mean, I don't think it'll work out, but hey, if and it was right after we had a chat about Blaze and Cassie, and I was like, oh fuck. No. Oh,
You realize it's been a year.
has it? Oh.
A full year has passed since
I
that.
I'm really bad with time. I have a dog sense of
That's
time.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, remember that I thought you were older than me, so obviously time is not a thing that works with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many? It's like a couple months.
I think that I'm older by yeah. I was born in October.
Yeah. Versus December. Huh.
Yeah. And that's what led to the princess and baby girl. Baby girl.
As long as you can't call me ma'am. Sorry about your luck.
Oh, that's
My
okay.
kids will go on record saying I'm 25 probably for the next 25 years. So, okay, good scrub.
I can find other nicknames. You know. You know I'm pretty good at that. Now to move on. And again, swear to God, this is how it's written. How is Kita so awesome? She's I think about the only child I've ever enjoyed conversing with in my life. And I literally used to go to my sister's soccer games, and as immature as I was the babysitter immediately.
That's a choice.
Yeah, I just the parents weren't doing it, and they just flocked to me, and I don't get it. What is this magnetism?
It's because you don't care.
But it's just
When you don't care, they're like, oh, somebody's not paying attention to me. I need their attention. Here, can I give you attention? And then they just flock.
Yeah, but the parents do the same thing, especially at soccer games. It's like there's a soccer game going on, and then there I am, just like, I hate this. Why am I here? I'd rather be playing. Why the fuck am I watching this?
Well, then you should have started playing. Run out into the field, take the ball. Who's gonna stop you?
I don't know, the referee, the other parents.
They would have to
The
run the field with you, and then it looks like they're playing too.
true. And I mean, I could have always been like, oh, sorry, I had that was a giant stim. Oops. Just really had to play soccer.
Right?
Although I probably would have injured somebody. I toe kicked a lot. I never learned how to do it with the inside of my foot.
I still can't. If my legs and my feet are dedicated to walking, how the fuck am I supposed to add kicking?
True. Yeah.
They're holding me up. If I kick the ball, I forever was made fun of for going to kick a ball, missing and fucking hitting the ground and squeaked.
I still have I scored from half. It was like pure luck, but it was basically the perfect bounce, the perfect position, and like it hit the hit like right there on the foot, and it just went fucking flying. But it bounced right before the goalie, and he hopped up, and it went right above his fingertips, went in, and of course, because in those moments, unless you're actually used to it, you don't know what to do. So I'm just standing there like, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, that was amazing!" And I didn't move. I didn't say anything. I couldn't. It was that was the peak of my entire soccer career because I wasn't good. It was house league all the way. I never went AAA because that involves rules and learning. Fuck that. And house league, you can go up until you're like 18.
Hell yeah.
Just awesome.
If you're playing for fun and you're having fun, you play. You know?
And while I will say, because it's still on that, Everett, I do like the little bit of attitude he gave me, if that was Everett earlier,
Yep. Yep.
because of the, well, he doesn't like me. Why would I like him? And I appreciated the attitude. That was nice because generally he's pretty boring. So the attitude makes him less boring. It's not my fault your kid's boring.
He's not boring. He just
Well, I haven't had.
realizes
Oh
that
no,
there's
wait.
something he has to pass off to his
I
kid.
have had a screaming match with him, so I guess I'll
Maybe.
let him go. Oh no, I have. I remember.
What was it over?
It was the no you, I believe.
Oh,
He just
but
took
that I
over.
think was only a result of he wanted the attention too, but you thought it was more fun to do with Kita. So
Well, yeah. Okay. To anybody who doesn't know, and of course nobody's watching, but still, to anybody who doesn't know, I've literally had a 10-minute screaming match with her daughter, just because it was honestly so enjoyable. Because honestly, I don't know what my neighbors were thinking. I've, I'm only thinking about it now that I was screaming into my mic.
nice.
And honestly, I don't regret it. It was just so fun. Like, how could you have more fun?
Screaming at a small child.
Yeah. I mean, I think the logic you have to think about it is, when else would that ever be acceptable?
Usually when you're a parent, there's a line there, but
Yes,
like it's
but I mean for me,
acceptable.
who will never have kids. When else would I? I mean, like, true, I could try to go by the local elementary school, wait for them to come out and just scream at them. Especially
You
because
might get arrested.
I have an
Maybe.
e-bike. I can get away. Just go by, "Ah!" and then it would be
I don't
entertaining
think
to
that
see
sounds
those faces.
enjoyable. Yeah.
Oh no, I would enjoy it, but then afterwards I would feel bad, and then I would get rid of that feeling. Then I wouldn't feel bad anymore. But that's a lot of work, and I don't want to do that.
Sure.
Yeah. Now,
Hold on. Kita decided to not eat her breakfast, but she wanted strawberries and bananas instead. How very Kita.
Yeah, absolutely. Now to move on, because because the next thing was the bass drama. Because again, I thought it was months ago. Never mind. It's
It's been a full year since things have been like entirely a month and a year since things were called off.
well, I have a really bad. Well, I've been getting high every night, so
Yeah.
yeah. But we can move on to Alberta.
Alberta. Oh no.
I know nothing about Alberta, so tell me all about it. I think the only thing I know is that your leader is a woman.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Okay.
if you're asking me about politics, you're asking the
No,
wrong
no,
person.
no.
I know nothing.
That's the only thing I know because I was
Ah,
keeping up on politics because of Trump. But other than that, I know nothing about Alberta. I'm pretty sure.
well, then you're gonna have to ask Aram.
Okay, Aaron, get over here.
Aram, what do you want to share about Alberta? He feels like he's dying. He ate too much bacon and eggs.
Well, then live a
And
little,
he said
and
that's okay because we have free healthcare. But that's not unique to Alberta. What do you mean?
yeah, especially like with all the Americans I know, they're known for eating.
They've never seen Aram eat then.
Mm, I don't know.
Sure.
Pretty sure Stand By Me was made in America, and that has lard ass. I will always remember lard ass. All right, well, I guess moving on from Alberta because apparently there's nothing
well, 'cause, like,
interesting.
I don't know what to share about Alberta. We have plains, we have mountains, we have
Well,
table.
mountains. There you go. I don't think there's any mountains in Ontario.
You don't have mountains? Hold
Well,
on, my mother is calling.
there might be,
Go on.
but just not where I live. We'll be right back, folks. She's just talking to, I assume, an older, more beautiful version of herself.
Sorry.
That's okay.
My mother called.
Yes.
Yay!
I mean that happens every once in a while, and it's nice to be able to talk to them.
She wanted to borrow the kids for doing lawn and yard work, and it is what it is, I guess.
That's fair though. It's summer. It's not like it's not like it's that cold
Still
anymore.
in school. It's not summer officially. It's spring. Spring cleanup things happen, but
Oh yeah.
I told her I was busy between 12 and 2, and somehow she's like, okay, well, I'll just show up at 1. Bye. Are you guys taking Aura? Fuck's sakes, right? Here's everything else that he shouldn't.
So to move on from Alberta, because obviously there's nothing interesting.
No, yeah, nothing interesting over here.
Man, makes me so excited to one day visit so I can experience you and nothing else.
You mean Aram? He's the
oh
draw
true.
over
Yeah,
here.
you're right. Yeah.
You guys will have a heyday with a microwave.
Well, no, you as well, because I'm gonna hug you.
Microwaves are the devil.
Did you hear him?
Yeah, microwaves are the devil.
There you go.
Well, no, I would say, if anything, the microwave is the pitchfork. I'm the devil because I'm the one doing all that shit with the microwave.
Yeah.
But it's so fun though. And one of these days, a brisket, because I have to.
No.
I know so many people from Texas. I have to, because that way I can ruin it for them.
Okay, fine.
And then have them issue a vendetta.
Just shit on the Texans and then we can laugh about it. It'll be fine.
Exactly. Like, I don't think I would do anything to like our food. Like,
Alberta's snowy Texas.
I think if anybody ever said like, oh, you should nuke a Nanaimo bar, you can shut your whore mouth. Because that thing is the best dessert I've ever had. Other than, I love deviled eggs. I've eaten like 20 at a time.
Hold on. We went from Nanaimo bar's best dessert, and now suddenly we're talking about deviled eggs. Deviled eggs aren't a dessert.
Yeah, they are.
The dessert if you eat it after a meal.
Exactly. Thank you.
Are you guys okay?
Where are you going to tell somebody what they can and can't have for dessert?
Yeah, this is coming from the person who doesn't wear socks.
Why is that such a fucking problem?
Socks. I mean, they're dirty, but that's because my floor is dirty.
I'm wearing socks. You can't make me.
I don't
You
know.
cannot.
I mean,
Yeah, good luck. You're over full.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that he sleeps beside you, doesn't he? He just has to wake up earlier.
He's not going to be able to put socks on me. It's not going to be a thing.
Aaron, please,
Oh.
please, one of these days, like, don't even do 2 socks, just the one, so it looks tacky.
I don't think she even
Whoa.
holds socks, so I'm going to have to do it with my socks.
Well, see, you've put your socks where I can't even reach them. Even if I wanted to try out socks, socks are completely unreachable.
Yes, yes, yes. We're seeing the sockening.
Oh no! Oh no, boo boo, boo boo, boo boo.
I mean, yeah, you could always just take off the socks that you're currently wearing and put them on her.
No, 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 no. No. No.
Not yet. So I can get the fucking handcuffs.
Where are they?
And if anybody is wondering what is happening, this is exactly what happens on her streams as well. She peeks. It's always fun to watch you get louder until the point where there's no sound coming out, and it's like, okay, that's fucking dog whistle at that point.
Owie!
It's a little lot smoother if you quit pulling your foot away.
What the stupid?
Just get it over with, Poison. You might actually like them.
Ow! Are you biting me? He's biting me.
Well then stop pulling your food away. Just resign yourself to it. It happens to all of us one day.
Yeah, no. You can't be my pants. What the hell?
This is not the first time I've forcibly put socks on someone. They're inside out and probably upside down.
No.
Are going to be on.
Oh, I hate this. This is the worst thing. Who the fuck does? No, 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 no.
Are they on?
I have one sock on and I hate it.
Show it. Show it.
You locked the seat.
With my head.
Good job.
Yeah, you're wearing a sock.
No, 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 ow, ow. Ow.
And your photos. Putting it in prison.
Aaron, I don't like your foot. Oh, stop beating me. Owie.
One doesn't bend the same direction.
Hey.
We'll
I love you too.
just let it happen.
No. Boo-boo.
I love that. I love you. Just let it happen.
Take it.
Boo-boo.
Take it.
Boo-boo. Oh.
What poison hair's in bed? Take it. Take it.
There you go.
Poison, I didn't realize how much of a brat you were.
I guess when you're
The pout was palpable.
You okay?
Yeah.
And it is now lore. Poison has worn socks.
And you didn't burst into flame and die.
I'm pretty sure I'm dying.
Now you could actually wear shoes properly.
Oh god, I don't have a hat on. Oh, I'm shooting on my hat.
Oh
And I didn't vomit.
no!
See, you can do it, Aram. It is possible.
Leave them alone. Don't make me do this again, please. Oh god.
And the socks are off.
Why did you throw them over there?
I'll pick them up later. I'm sorry. It was for like the.
Aren't they his socks?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just
They're
toss
his
them
socks.
at him?
Oh,
I already have some.
my boo boo.
Oh, so instead you
already
toss
have
them
socks
on the
on.
ground and then
Ow.
apologize for it, rather than toss them at him. And they're socks, they're not going to hurt. Unless it's you, of course.
They hurt. They hurt so bad. I was screaming. You should have. Somebody should have stopped him.
Yeah, who could have done that? Oh, that's right, you, because you tried to for like half an hour. All right, moving on to Rad, because I know she's a big part of your life. I mean, like, she's close, but I'm guessing that she's your best friend. I'm guessing she is, like, as Phil is my ride or die, I'm guessing she is yours. And I know that Aram would be that, but at the same time, if you're dating somebody, that's assumed. That's almost guaranteed. But a ride or die usually
Partner and then a primary.
yeah, so like a ride or die, I will always consider to be like a friend. If I'm going out with somebody, I'll do all I can for them because that's what's supposed to happen. But like a ride or die is just a person who like I think it's basically just that it's a person who like you hang out with, but like you don't spend all your time with, and yet if you need them, then they will drop everything.
Yeah, actually, my boss and I had a conversation about that yesterday. So I have a history of Sarahs. Most of my best friends in my life, all aside from Rad, have been named Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
All of the people who have hurt me most in this world, minus
Sarah.
my mother, have been named Sarah. And one of my best friends, Sarah's, stopped being my best friend the day that I announced that I was pregnant with Kita because she had just given birth to her first son. And she decided that that was completely unfair. How dare I announce a pregnancy just directly to her? Wasn't trying to steal her thunder, was just trying to share information with her. And because she was hormonal, she took it poorly, and we were never able to patch up that friendship ever again. But her husband, they had been together since like we were all 18, right? So like we've been friends for many, many years. And he messaged me about a work thing, and it was on her behalf. And it felt very strange that someone who I had called my best friend for like 7 years of my life would rather ask her husband to contact me rather than contact me herself. So that was something that I had a moment to like stop and think and go, it's nice to have a best friend that I don't think will do that to me again, because that was a choice.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I'm guessing most likely she was just embarrassed because she knew that she fucked up. So how is she supposed to reach out to you? Because that's extremely embarrassing to be like, wow, I can't believe that I ever said that. I
Like,
could never talk to her again because I can't handle it. Most likely
We
it's that. And she does seem like that kind of person if she took that road immediately.
that was the first initial response for sure, and then I had tried to like repair things a couple of years later, right? Get the kids together and like see what we can do. I ended up taking family pictures for her son, her husband, and her out at the park, but like there was an obvious strain. There was something unpatchable. It had just tore through whatever trust I had in her after that. Then probably the same for her and me, because like who does
Yeah.
that?
A lot of people actually.
If she needed to part ways, that's fine. I wish her the best. It's one of the posts that I still wish you all the laughs and all your favorite foods. It just won't be at my table.
I can
I still
say
wish for you to have all of the best things, all of your favorite things, but it won't be at my expense.
I think now, I mean, this is just speculation, but most likely she was jealous. Uh, she finally had one thing on you. Uh, and even though it wasn't a huge thing in her brain, so she couldn't like consciously know it, it was an unconscious thing. She was most likely jealous of you. And so when it was like, oh, I have this now, then all of a sudden you have this, boom.
I had my son first.
Oh, then I don't know. Bitch.
Everett is the
What a
oldest.
bitch.
Her son came second. Kita came third.
Then I don't know. I mean, maybe with that, it's that like, hey, we're matching now that we both have a kid. All of a sudden, you have another kid. Either way, who knows? Maybe she's just a cunt.
Well, like it was never gonna take away my love for her child, and I tried to be there. And um, like I said, you can do all of the right things and still just fall apart.
Yeah, people will always have their
Sometimes it just doesn't work.
insecurities, and having to manage other people's insecurities is unfair. Just completely unfair.
Yeah.
And that is actually that is the entire reason I didn't like Gage. Like, I didn't really go into it. I didn't like how insecure he was. And just in that way, it's the same thing with like whoever it might be. I don't like it when anybody is immediately like, no, you can't joke about that. Like, are you telling me how I can't act? Fuck you. So, like, with her, I'm guessing it was just mountains of insecurities. And that one thing made everything explode, and she took it out on you. And that was not fair. And
Well,
yet,
and
you
that's
can't do anything about it because she's just a bitch.
right. And not speaking for anybody, but like Trying had come to me after the fact, and Kelsey, so Rad, had come to me after the fact and had explained to me what was going on. He was trying to he had made them mods in his server after I told him I needed a break.
Oh, he was trying to he was trying phrase curry favor.
And
Weird choice. I made you a mod in my server. Cool. What an achievement that I've just unlocked. Man, thanks. Have you tried money?
He went and spilled like personal conversations, doctored personal conversations. That was a choice. Hello. But yeah, that I never had to worry about where Rad stood.
Yeah.
Not once.
But yeah, after all that as well, that is the main reason I'm glad that you found Aaron. Because he seems like me. And I mean, like, that's literally why you said, like, oh, just wait until you meet him. You two are gonna get on like a house fire. Because yeah, like anybody who can be completely goofy and then completely switch to serious, that's maturity. Anybody who can't handle their own level of maturity, obviously not mature. That's just stupid. So I'm glad that you found him, because he does seem like he can be serious, but then he can just instantly switch. I can't snap. Instantly switch to goofy.
He's a big old goof pretending to be serious from time to time. Hey.
Yeah. And that's good. That's exactly what you want.
Okay, hold on one sec though.
Okay.
All right.
And so, and before we move on to the next topic, I do want to say that the ex who broke my heart, her name was Sarah. Not even joking. Her name was Sarah. So fuck Sarah's. Now to move on to your love of scary games, and I say love of scary games because, well, I remember a clip of you with like bright pink hair screaming your ass off, and that was like 6 years ago or something. Or I have no idea, but either or.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah. Either way, it's been going on for a while, so you must love scary games, or at least love. It's either that, or because like me, you turn off a certain number of things to survive. I'm guessing that the scary games for you are the same for sad movies. For me, it just brings that it brings something out in you that you need to express. You need to express an emotion, and it's not easy for us. So scary games for you, sad movies for me.
Yep. That's part of the what got me into Twitch was if I'm gonna play a scary game, y'all are gonna fucking watch. It's gonna be funny. But being depressed made it hard to do anything else. So the feeling something was better than feeling nothing.
Yeah. So I think for Twitch, you need to find a different reason to stream.
I have all the reasons. I don't have the time.
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah. It's, if anything, I think the art streams were going to come back if I had the time. But full-time job on top of a full-time job on top of you know, 3 full-time jobs. Where am I supposed to find time?
True. So I guess we'll just look at it as if you ever come back, then it's awesome. But if not, hey, that's awesome too, because that means that you are living your life. So I mean, in the end, it's all good. And I guess every now and then you do have time to play something. Every now and then you have time to trounce us and fucking scribblio. And almost finish your drawings.
Almost.
That is still so entertaining whenever it's just like, let me finish it. It's like, stop drawing it so well. It's super fucking obvious when you get to a certain point.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to draw worser.
Just draw like me. Just be like, draw the actual thing. That's what I do. But I do it in a really annoying way where it's like, okay, this will be in 2 parts. And just do that. Just literally find a way to make it in 2 parts. And then
Well, we were talking the other night, trying Rad and I about we still haven't booted up drawing from memory, but it was something that I
Oh,
can't boot it up
yeah.
until Legends ready to play.
Well, you never invite me.
I never have time. The first time I had spoken to them in like the last month was a couple of nights ago.
Yeah. And I mean, if you wanted to play then, you could have invited me. I'm usually up pretty late.
We booted up Pico Park for all of like 5 minutes before trying fell asleep in their chair. It like we played 5 minutes of Pico Park before we were like, okay, night night.
I have that game.
It would have been more than 5 minutes to get you in there, and trying would have fell asleep.
Maybe. I'm pretty loud. Maybe she would have stayed awake. Who knows?
I think I'm pretty loud too, but then again, I think the argument is that my mic peaks and then nobody can hear anything anyway.
That's true, but it's still entertaining to hear the peak. Yeah. Because it's like, oh, there's the screamer. Lexi's here.
Yeah, dead giveaway. Dead
Yeah.
giveaway.
Now, to move on, and it's actually perfect because at the time, you had the only hair color I had ever known you to have. So let's talk about hair color. This awesome new, whatever it is, like magenta, purple, blue.
Colorblind.
Not colorblind. I just don't know what color it is.
Magenta is not present, I don't think.
It's like blue, purplish, like it's like blue noir, or no, magenta noir.
So it's
Oh, and the normal, like the brown or
I
auburn
hate it. I don't want to talk about it.
or strawberry
I'll complain
blonde.
about it for like a couple of minutes here for you. When they went to go and fix my hair, obviously it was split, so this side was the blonde, this side was the brown.
Yeah.
Instead of just, doing what I asked them to do, they decided that they were going to bleach the brown side entirely and then re-dye it brown.
Okay.
And then dye the blonde side brown. And then went, don't have time for the purple today, sorry.
Okay.
Fucking went home crying, hated my life, stopped at the store, picked up purple dye, and then Aram helped me fix it.
Okay, so it's all better.
No, it's terrible. I hate it.
I love
It was a huge mistake. It's the worst hair. I'm just living with it at this point.
No, honestly, it's very on brand for you because it's normal with a splash of crazy.
I Bob Rossed my hair again.
Yeah.
But this time it's not a happy accident.
Yeah, but either way, I like it. It's very you.
Oh, gross. I don't like it. It's not a happy
exact-
accident.
Exactly what I said. It's
Huh?
normal with a splash of crazy. That's you to a T. You are generally pretty normal as a person, and then all of a sudden you're fucking nuts.
Does that resonate with the people over there? No, you weren't listening.
Uh,
You're fine.
yeah. I mean, your catchphrase is literally, "Let's talk about that." I think,
It was. It was.
I think in one stream I heard you say it no less than 90 times. I think you said it to every single comment, every single one. I was like, are we talking about it? What's going on?
Well, two people are needed for a conversation. I don't want to have a conversation with myself, so
And yet you say it, and
I
then like,
initiate the conversation, and then I just
Yeah.
never get one.
let's talk about it. But let's also actually not talk about it.
Let's not and say we did.
Yeah. Now, because I know that, well, the baby won't care, but Everett, I don't know, Everett seems like a jealous little kid. So let's talk about your other kids.
The other ones. Okay. What would you like to know about the other ones that you think are boring?
Well, I mean, one's a baby. Babies don't do anything other than
Dude, she's
scream.
2. She's a toddler. She's not my baby anymore.
Well, I met her when she was a baby, and I still haven't really met her after that. So,
She does all sorts of stuff.
well, there you
What-
go.
She does all sorts of stuff. Yes,
I
that's
can't-
very not baby like.
I can't wait until she's older so I can meet her and immediately tell her, "Hey, you're the one who caused me migraines. Nice to meet you."
That sounds like your volume on your headset was too high. Very much
No. I had turned you down, trust me.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's only so much I can do on my end.
Oh no, it was really funny. And honestly, as long as it's not a bad migraine, then I can handle it. A good migraine is manageable.
I very much have a feeling that R is going to be the type of little girl that does not care.
Good.
She's pretty chill unless she's like she wants her things. Her goldfish, her applesauce, her milk.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she's pretty fucking chill.
Now let's talk about Everett, because
Great.
as much as I shit on him, I mean, he's your kid. He has to be interesting in some way. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I played Scribbler with him, and those drawings were pretty interesting.
I don't even remember the drawings, to be completely honest.
They were
with
really
you.
bad, and I like them because of that, because I like a good amount of cursed. And it was like, oh, he's doing his best. And I'm sitting there holding in every nasty comment that I would usually heap onto all of you, because I don't want to be a dick to this kid. Well, I don't want to be too much of a dick to the kid. A certain amount will build character. But I don't want to treat your kid like shit. So when he's just, I can't even remember. It might have been chicken, and he did not draw a chicken. And I fought back so hard. But honestly, I really appreciated him joining, because I'm pretty sure at the time, I mean, in general, games are way more fun when there's more people. So I appreciate him joining.
Yeah, well, and that's the standpoint we're at. Is like games are a pretty enjoyed thing around here, and when we get to like Among Us nights do happen, I don't think he opts for drawing, but the one drawing I do remember him doing that night was North Korea of all things.
I don't remember that one, but
Yeah,
I already know what I would draw for it, and it is perfect that I'm on kick.
probably cursed.
Oh no, just racist.
Cursed.
Yeah,
Very
but
cursed.
but again, I'm on kick, so it's not like it would be that bad.
They'll allow it. Twitch won't.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my god. Um. Okay, so I try not to mention the people that you, well, other than Bass because he's a cuck, and who fucking cares? Who gives a shit what that cuck thinks? And Gage because he's a simp, so who cares? But the other people I try not to mention as much as possible. But Pear was doing his hell stream, which was basically just I think like 2 days of torture. But because I was instrumental in coming up with the idea, he came over to kick for a bit. And the first chat that was not entirely okay was from a person named Sandy Hill, and they asked if there were any shooters around.
Any what?
Shooters.
Oh.
Yeah. And that was literally just okay because that's kick. It wasn't okay because, because it's not okay, but still, I think in general it wasn't okay because it wasn't tasteful, like it wasn't a joke. If it was a joke, fine. But I mean, like I laughed because it was out of the blue and it was shock humor, so whatever. But that's kick at its core. It's just fucking nuts. Yeah. So
Fair.
no. And now the last thing, food. Let's talk about nuke burgers.
No. Gross.
Well, no,
I'd
we could.
rather a reprisal of the Oreo pickles than a nuke burger.
Okay, so you'd rather have Oreo pickles.
Isn't that the thing that you said was disgusting out of the pickly
No.
things that you did to piss off Vixen?
The worst thing I've done with pickles was pickle and the cream of a Dunkaroo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the pickle in between Oreos, that was actually pretty good.
Oh, well, there you go.
And so
I can get behind that. I can't get behind the nuke burger.
why? It's like a microwave cooked stuff, so
Texture thing. The
texture is great. Like it's
No.
it's not gnarled.
Rubber.
Like no, it's almost like it's falling apart. It's not rubber. Rubber doesn't fall apart.
That's almost worse.
I know.
No.
There have actually been times when I picked up the burger and the piece I was holding on broke off, so the burger fell, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" So it's a little bit.
So, like, so you're microwaving the frozen burgers. Is it like a compliment frozen burger? Like you can see like the little like the places where it got like pressed together after being thrown through the grinder, like the little noodly bits of meat.
Oh, if you're talking about like pork, then yes.
No, I'm talking about like what kind of frozen burger are you throwing in the microwave?
I think just like
apart.
Just like a normal burger. Like I don't think it's noodly.
Normal fucking ground beef?
Yeah.
Do you press the patties yourself?
No. I bought them at the store.
What brand are they?
I don't know.
Shit. Which grocery store do you shop at?
Food Basics.
I have no idea what the fuck that is. Is that an Ontario thing?
Yes. Well,
Gross.
maybe. I have no idea. I mean, like it could be the same as our LCBO, which is the Liquor Control Board of Ontario, but it's also what we call our liquor stores. Aside from the beer store, which is just called the beer store.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds so strange to me.
The beer store? I mean, the beer store has beer. Although the LCBO also has beer. So.
But the liquor stores have liquor, like
and beer.
And beer.
Yeah.
Ontario is a lot more regulation around alcohol sales than we did.
Yes, we lost a lot of alcohol because anything American made, we do not have on our shelves, and that's why Kraken is gone forever.
LCBO operates their stores rather than private business.
Oh, okay.
Yes, whatever he said. I heard it. I didn't understand it, and I live here.
Yeah. Ask him about Alberta. He has no idea what to say. Ask him about Ontario, and now he's explaining how Ontario works to me. Okay, sure.
Well, I guess I need to become a pro at Alberta so we could be
I understand
the best
what that
duo.
meant. Thanks, Boo. Did they close at 10 o'clock?
I think usually about 9, maybe 10. I think in Waterloo it's 11, but here I'm pretty sure they close at 6 on Sundays because this is a midnight town.
Okay.
Oh, and at one point they were not open on Mondays because they had to clean because of COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems difficult to get liquor over there. That sounds like it's kind of garbage.
Oh no, it's so easy. You just walk in, get alcohol, buy it, leave.
Gotcha.
It just takes
Yeah.
some planning.
Right? You have to know when you're gonna run out of booze. Breaking stuff.
And at some point, we have to get you guys over here to enjoy Wonderland. I love Wonderland.
I have been to Wonderland.
Yeah, but it's definitely changed. In the what?
For sure.
12 years that you haven't been there? I don't know.
Why are you guessing 12 years?
I don't know. It's probably when you were younger.
Hold on.
And so I just said 12 years. Could have said 8. I could have said a month ago, but probably not a month ago. So I said 12 years.
Probably closer to like 17 years ago.
I was still close though.
You weren't far off.
Yeah. Back when you were 15?
Nope.
Math isn't mathing in my brain.
Stop mathing because I'm 25 forever.
Oh, okay, yeah. True. You went when you were 8.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, then you definitely have to visit because that was a while ago. I mean, when you were 8?
When I was 8? Yes, I was very young.
Yeah, you're my age now, so that was a while ago.
I'm not your age now. I'm 25.
Yeah, but using reality, I'm using both reality and your reality, like actual reality and your reality, to make it even more of a reason to visit. Because 17 years makes you 8. But because you're my age, that's even more years that you have not been to Wonderland.
See, and we were talking about we were talking about going to see Shoopy and go camping for a little bit, but the way it kind of lined up with Aram going back to work wasn't ideal, so
yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I mean, like it won't happen anytime soon. I know that, but who knows? Eventually, there could be a shift. Hours could be easier. Like the pay increases, but the hours don't have. The hours go down a little bit because after you get higher and higher, I'm pretty sure at some point you get to choose your own hours. But yeah, it takes work. So at that point, maybe Wonderland. And most likely I'll have my pass by then, so I can get 4 people in at a discount. And that actually works out because, well, if it, because that means Everett gets included. But if it was only 3, you know which kid I'm picking.
Yes, I know which kid you're picking.
But yeah, basically it's like discount. And yeah, just Yukon Striker is amazing too. Like I don't know how you are on the coasters, but Yukon Striker basically like you go up to start, and then they dangle you over the edge, and then you go straight down for about half a second. Like it's literally straight down into the ground. They dug out a piece of the ground, so you literally go underground for a good half second, and
Excellent.
then you just go fucking. Oh, and at one point of the ride, because there is a they built it so like a bit of it is actually over the walkway you use to get to it. And so like you actually go around, and if you look down, you can actually see the people walking, looking up at you as you're going. Ah!
Nice.
Or there's the Leviathan is the biggest ride there. I think at its top height, which is usually the first drop, 315 feet. And I can't ride it. My stomach drops, and well, the motion sickness doesn't help.
No. Yeah.
I still love roller coasters, but after an entire ride, I feel like puking the entire day.
It's been a hot minute since I've been on a roller coaster now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Like we have Galaxyland here, which has a shitty amusement.
Oh, you mean something interesting about Alberta you could have talked about?
No.
Yeah.
No. It's not very amusing.
Well,
Uh-huh.
now I want to go if I ever visit, so I can talk mad shit about it. Oh, Wonderland does this way better.
Oh, probably, but that's because yours is actually an amusement park. Ours is just like an attraction center for a shopping mall. It's just the mall.
Yeah, but I mean, oh yeah, but you guys love that mall, right? I'm pretty sure you guys have
I
talked
fucking
about
hate
it.
that mall. I don't know what you're talking about.
I
We all
mean,
hate that mall.
let's go to the mall today. It's kind of, well, it's either your yeah, it's your thing because I'm pretty sure that was for you, and Rad's was Sandcastles in the Sand.
Yes, but it was funny because of the How I Met Your Mother thing, not necessarily because of the mall.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
now
it kind of
we're
tied in and
we're turning into lore, and we're going to the mall.
let's
And you
not
will
go to the mall and say we did.
and you will see a kid in a candy store, but the candy store is the mall.
Oh, but there is a candy store in the mall.
Perfect.
I'm sure there's more than a couple too, actually.
Kid in a candy store that's also inside a candy store. Let's change.
The literal candy store inside the metaphorical candy store inside the
Yes.
metaphor. Yeah. Anyway.
So though, this is nice. I missed you. It's been a while.
When would you like to schedule time for drawing from memory?
Up to you.
All right.
It's you're the one who's extremely busy. I don't do anything other than grind like fuck on Warframe, which I've been doing recently. Which I actually got trying to basically. She literally said, "I saw you on that. That's crazy," or whatever. Like, or like I meant to ask you about that because I've been spending. Like I think I started April 23rd around there. And I have 290 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so it was actually a past conversation that I think I talked about this when we were hanging out the last time. But yeah, it was when Nova asked or was talking to me about it. I was like, "Oh, Destiny, no, you should try Warframe." And I had to fight like hell not to say, "Bitch, I did try Warframe. It got boring." And I took 2 years off because it got boring. But then they added enough stuff that I came back, and now I've done almost everything. So I will be off it pretty soon.
Because it will be once again boring.
Yep. I got to a rank that is pretty fucking high. And I've done, I'd say 80% of the content, but the other 20% is end game try hard shit, which I'm dabbling in. But if I do that, then there's nothing. So, what
Fair.
can I do?
We went, well, so it would have been my second attempt at V Rising, but Aram's first, and we played through that, and we hit all the achievements, and then they did another free content release, which was nice.
Yeah.
But we finished it in like a couple of days, and then went, okay, moving on. So then now we're on Pal World, and we will probably max out the content fairly soon, and then we'll move along to the next one.
Yeah. I mean, I would say you could try Warframe because you don't have to pay for anything. You can
True.
pay, but the entirety, like you can just if you play it like I do, where it's like every now and then it's like, you know what, I'll pay money. But if you play it completely normally, it will take you'll never get to the end of it because like they release content every couple of months or so, and it's at the point where my actual time, because I have 290 on Steam, but I started on PlayStation. My actual time is roughly 1,300 hours. So yeah, it would take you a while to max out the content.
Which in theory is great, having a game that's going to take a lot of time, and you'll never run out of content is good. But we're I think leaning more towards survival crafters than dungeon crawlers or shooters. So I mean,
That's
like
fair.
style wise, it's just not there for us. I had considered putting Once Human as a suggested option. It was fun for what it was. And then I don't know what they've done since I stopped playing, but
all I know is that you do a certain amount and then they reset everything. And that's basically it's the game Rust. And I never got into that kind of thing where it's like you lose everything, so you have to build it all back up. No, why would I ever pay money? I mean, like, you don't have to pay money.
oh well, you don't have to pay money for Once Human, but Rust, I think it's just like it's a style of game, right? Because like even Escape from Tarkov does the same thing. Server resets will happen periodically, but I think it's once every 6 months, or is it once a year now?
No
But
idea.
they'll just clean the slate, and everyone gets to start from scratch all over again.
And that's the thing I don't like, because that's basically, well, like how I see it is, and I mean it is smart. Like it's smart from, I guess their point of view, because they don't have to come out with a whole mountain of content, because they just they come out with like one thing and then wipe you, and then one thing after however long. When there's so many companies who have to come up with so much content, and it's always amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just can't get into it when it's just like, okay, so I get reset so I get to go back to fight one boss. No.
Well, yeah, it depends on like what you put into it, right? I feel like it's probably better suited for shooters than for crafters.
Yes.
Because like you're gonna like stockpile and build up these resources, and to have to start from scratch again is big kick in the pants.
If they ever did that to Warframe players, we would riot. You have to collect so many resources just to like make stuff in the game. If they took away our resources, they would lose so much money because it would immediately turn from, I'm guessing the rating is probably overwhelmingly positive. I assume it would
On which?
on Warframe. I'm not sure, but Warframe.
Very positive.
Yeah. And so that's not overwhelmingly, but it's still very positive. It would immediately go to overwhelmingly negative because so many people would be like, oh, so there's no reason to play this game. Okay. Especially if it was like, well, hold on. If you pay money, you don't have to reset. Then even more so, it would be no.
Well, at that point, it turns into a gotcha, and nobody has time for that.
Yeah, it's the entire reason I don't. Well, like I used to play Genshin, and while I could do that because of the card, no.
Did you ever play the Wuthering Waves?
I think I have it downloaded on my Epic launcher, but funny enough, this is the first time I've thought about my Epic launcher in months. I haven't even opened it. Usually I would open it to grab the free game every week. I just stopped.
Yeah. The games that they've been putting out have been garbage.
Yeah. And in general, Epic Games, I think their one good game is Fortnite, and it hasn't been good in years.
No. I don't know when they changed it, like the running physics. But whenever they
I
did
like
that, they made it unplayable for me.
I like that because like they made it like normal. Like the running, like you can actually sprint and you can actually slide and do all that, and that's nice. But then I think it was kind of fun recently, but then they made it unplayable when like at the very beginning of the game they had hit scan, and then just recently they re-added hit scan, and I made an observation which Blaze actually agreed with at the time, which was, how could you tell if there's anybody cheating if everybody hits every shot? Almost as if you're cheating. How could you tell? So at that point, it was like, yeah, I'll play. I mean, like OG is honestly pretty fun, but other than that, no.
Yeah,
it's just god awful. Oh, actually, I have to check. I might have to get back into it because the heavy sniper rifle was supposed to come back. It's the one where if you get hit in the head, you die. You're down. You have no chance. No matter how much overshield, no matter how much anything, you get headshotted, you're down. And then everybody complains. It's like, I don't know. Build, run away from the shots, move, crouch.
No, that requires actual skill.
Yeah. And
I
then
don't have that.
And then everybody complains about it, and then they get nerfed, and then everybody complains about the nerf because, well, it's usually all those people will complain about it, and then it's like, oh, it's finally fun, and then they pick up a heavy sniper rifle. It does next to no damage, and it's like, this game sucks now. It's like, yeah, whose fault is that? So
Wasn't everyone into what's the big thing? It's Marvel Rivals now.
yes, I was for a
I
while,
haven't done
and then I got banned from Twitch, and then I lost my team. So
Yeah.
yeah, I will say, because I did actually play Overwatch pretty recently.
Okay.
Overwatch is still awful. Marvel Rivals is actually fun. It's actually fun to play because it's just like Overwatch except without all the shit. Like with Overwatch, you know that at some point they're gonna promise PvE and ultimately fail because that's all that company does. And the Marvel, and the Marvel Rivals, I can't remember who made it, but I know that they are in association with Marvel themselves, which is just a huge opportunity because that is a lot of money. That is like, hey, we need this money to make this, and then here's the proof that that this will go over well. It's like, oh yeah, sure. Then Blizzard Activision, well, that's just a combination of two of the shittiest companies I know. Other than EA. EA is the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still pissed at them for Anthem. Fantastic game. Should have gotten more content. What can you do?
Well, unfortunately, they do what they do.
Yep. But yeah, like, well, I assume you would know because you're a techie, basically, or at least you and Corey are basically, well, you, Corey, and Phil are basically my techie friends. If I need help with tech, I reach out to any of you three. Usually those two because you're very busy, and I know that. But are you aware of how Overwatch actually came to be?
I am fairly familiar with the Overwatch to Overwatch 2 conversion. Prior to Overwatch, I'm not familiar with.
Okay, so pretty sure the game was supposed to be called Titan. Or I believe it was Titan. And it was supposed to be, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a contender for Destiny because it was supposed to have PvP and PvE, and they couldn't do it, so they just focused on the PvP and made Overwatch. And that's why when they announced Overwatch 2 was going to have PvE, I was saying, you know what, that actually sounds really fun, and I would definitely play it, but they're probably gonna fail at it, and they did.
Failed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they released like a couple things, but it wasn't like a whole story, and it was just like, guys, you can't do it. If you keep making these promises, people will leave, and then I don't know, sell to Bungie. They get plenty of flack, but they can at least make a good fucking story. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one game I would love to play with you. You probably hate it, but I would love to play with you.
Which one?
Destiny 2.
And you know what? I tried Destiny. I tried Warframe. I genuinely gave it the good old college try. It's what was the other one? I even tried fucking Monster Hunter. I desperately tried to get into it, and I just can't.
I will say Monster Hunter is harder. If you're talking about World and Iceborne, that one you need a guide because if you're playing alone, it's not fun. Like I played alone on PC, but that's only after I'd beaten the game on PlayStation. So like I knew all the tips and tricks. I knew where to move. I knew how to avoid all the enemies. It was a lot easier. But if you're playing alone, even if you join in on randoms, like if you put off the SOS flare, it's not fun. You have to play with people. You have to play with people that you know, or else it will not be fun because you will get trounced.
Yeah.
Although, as an alternative to Destiny, because that is, in essence, a humongous looted shooter. Borderlands would be a good alternative because it's not as intense.
And I've tried Borderlands 3 and I still can't get on board. It's that open world kind of half and dungeon crawler other half that it just doesn't connect for me.
Yeah.
It's just not my style of game.
I would say start with 2 actually, because Handsome Jack.
Fair.
Handsome Jack is amazing. I think he's probably one of the best villains in any video game because he's a sociopath, but he's hilarious in doing it. I think a bit of dialogue in one of the games was it was like audio tapes of him talking to this woman, and she's like wearing a mask. And I think she's saying like, "Oh, your war ended up murdering my husband." Like, oh well, that's awful. Oops. And then like it went on. It was like, "Hey, why are you wearing that mask? Just take that off. I can barely hear you." And she takes off the mask, and apparently she has like scars and mutilate and everything. And he immediately goes, "Oh my god, you look awful." Oh well. Oh well, good.
Wow.
Oh well, good news for you. You're about to join your husband, and then kills him. Handsome Jack is an amazing villain because like you can't help but hate him, but some of the things he says are just so outrageous that you can't help but laugh. And honestly, he reminds me a lot of me. Sociopath who's very funny.
Nailed it.
Yep. And so yeah, I think 2 would be your best bet, but if it's not your style, then at the same time, there's no point.
Yeah.
I'll just have to look for a game that is survival based, but is more along the lines of what I like. Because generally, Power World, no.
Like yeah, we're on survival crafters for the most part. Like, and it took me a little bit to try and get into Grounded, which again, by definition is a survival crafter. It was trying was big into it, so we made the effort, we bought it, and we went for it.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things I talked about on her episode was her love of indie games, because I'm pretty sure that trying was the reason why I got into, or at least I started playing Lethal. Because I know that you invited me, but I have a feeling that it was her who introduced the idea because indie games is her thing.
Lethal Company was I really do think it was exactly a trying decision, and then we all just kind of fell in with, okay, I guess we can do this. And it was
Yeah.
the same for
With-
most of the games. When trying find something, we all just go, yeah, okay, we're doing this for trying.
Sketchy's repo, honestly.
Sketchies wasn't a trying thing. Sketchies was a Bass thing that was an attempt to drag me away from the group. And then the group just like came on board.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because while I enjoyed Lethal a little bit, just looking at Sketchies, I was like, that doesn't look at all fun to me. Now it makes total sense that Bass chose it. What a dumb piece of shit.
Is Lethal just reskinned?
Yes.
So it's less funny. It's more like actually like seriously collecting the scrap and the goods. And it's a lot less forgiving. Lethal had room to be janky and to allow mods and to like make people make it their own versus Sketchies is like, nope, this is the game, this is the way it is.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I did just remember something because we're on indie games. Did you ever play the Corridor? So I'm pretty sure I gifted you it.
I have not played it because I have not made time to let you watch. Like it was after a certain point when you weren't on Twitch anymore. It didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't okay. Now I need to book this because obviously you wouldn't have been able to see it. So
I mean, yeah, I could have. I wouldn't have been able to chat, but I could have watched.
fair.
Yeah. Now, I wouldn't have stayed for very long because I couldn't have chatted, but still, I could have watched you get annoyed, laughed about it, and then gone to and done my thing.
Well, I still haven't played it, and I didn't ever watch anyone play it in its entirety. So like I have a basic understanding of what it does.
Yeah, you have to press the button.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, how about we just the next time that we have like a big group thing, right? We can allow everybody to watch you. Because that
Well,
way,
if we're hanging out and it's a fairly short game, I can stream it.
oh yeah,
Discord
it's
for
done. It's done in. I'm pretty sure it's advertised as like half an hour, but if you, yeah, like half an hour. And of course, most likely you'll be high for it, so it will be even more entertaining watching you be confused because it's just such a funny game. Like the moment I saw somebody playing it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop their playthrough. I have to play this.
That's funny. Well, then I will make time to do that. It's just a matter of it won't be this weekend and it won't probably be the next weekend. So
That's
we'll
okay.
have to stay on top of it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm generally pretty open. Other than this, I mean, the podcast is the only thing I've really been doing for stream because while it is fun to be able to stream and to be able to be there, most of the majority of my audience is on Twitch. So, and it's not exactly fair to expect them to be here when it's a whole different platform. So I'm generally gonna get done with the episodes that I planned. Dark, who might not show up, I have no idea. I asked her.
Haven't seen or heard from her in weeks.
Has she been streaming?
Not at all.
Oh,
Has not gone live in probably 2 months, if not like 2.5. Or maybe my concept of time is all messed up, but I'm pretty sure it's been 2 months. She stopped streaming before I did.
damn. Then
I think it was computer issues that she was facing.
oh yeah, if I'm pretty sure that she got a new PC, but I'm pretty sure the old PC was like trash. So she would either have to downgrade or she would have to upgrade, and upgrading, I think that one time was all she could handle, and having to do it again, she like at best she could have like most likely shadow offered, and she said no because that would be a huge amount. So yeah, and it's not like I can check because I'm not in that server anymore. So
Yeah.
but if she doesn't show up, I already have a plan because I've already asked Phil, and I'm gonna make an open call to, well, like her episode was supposed to be her and my mom is supposed to be like right here.
Aw.
Yeah, because Dark loves my mom because my mom is basically like, I've gotten a little bit more chill because I realized I needed to change. but I'm still just as crazy. My mom is the complete opposite of me. Like, she is the sweetest person on the planet, and I'm just a huge dick. So, like, it's polar opposites. And so I'm gonna have on anybody who is available to just meet my mom.
Yeah, I was saying much of it.
I will make time for that.
Okay, well, that is Wednesday, June 4th at 10 a.m.
But it's a Wednesday. I'll be at work. I'll be able to pull it up at work, but I'll be at work.
Yeah, I mean, if say, actually, yeah, I haven't gotten a message back from Dark, and I'm getting a message from Trying. I just saw on my list. There's the message thing, but yeah. So if Dark doesn't show up and everything, I can just schedule a new one for a weekend, and then, well, like, I assume for most people, the message, not the message. Oh, yep. Well, Trying is down to meet my mom.
There you go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
but yeah, basically, I could always aim it for a weekend. Is there any time that works easier for you? Like, even if it's just a like a quick pop in just to say hi and meet her, then there's that. I think that would also work easier for her as well, because if we extended by a little bit, gives her more time to heal. She recently got surgery on her knee. Well, it was a month ago or something, so it's not completely healed, but yeah.
That's rough, but yeah, no, give her time. If it's a Saturday, noon is probably like the earliest time I'm available, and if it's a Sunday, anytime. Most of my obligations are through the week, but
Okay. I'll talk to her about that, because yeah.
he's good.
And she's already seen your face, because remember, I took a screenshot, showed her, and was like, isn't she beautiful? Oh, she's gorgeous.
Stop. You really got to stop telling people that. Bullshit.
And yet she agreed with me. So does that make it accurate?
No, maybe she was just being polite because you were sharing your opinion, and she sounds like a genuinely nice person who doesn't want to crush your freedom to exist.
Just wait until you meet her. You won't be able to argue with her face. It will legitimately be.
No.
I think because I know that Trying is watching, I think I'll also say, okay, the other thing is just Trying is not pregnant. Don't even broach the subject.
That's mean to Trying, and you're taking
but it would be so funny. And I know
so tragic.
I know Trying would laugh her ass off no matter what. That would be hilarious.
Tragic. Absolutely tragic. For me, when Kita ran up and said it, like, I immediately muted.
But
and then yelled
I just got
like, Kita! And
I just got
unmuted. And the next
3
thing,
cry
like,
laugh
why is your
emojis.
tummy so big?
So yeah, I just got an FU from Trying, but with 3 of the cry laugh emojis. So
It's not fair. I'm still mad at Kita for that, and I'm sure Trying is still traumatized.
nah.
Bad times. What, boo boo? Yeah. Except it's like personal attack bonding because Legend and Kita bonded more. Oh, boo boo! Also fair. Is it not easier to just pick him up and move him?
Nah.
It's like an amusement park for them.
You guys are evil. That's terrible.
Are you talking about the cat?
No, talking about spinning the cat off of the chair.
I mean, technically, if you're gentle with the cat might just stay there. If you make him dizzy, he has to
Did
get
you
off.
see him spin the chair? Like, he was not gentle. It was intentionally trying to shove the cat.
Actually, that was pretty gentle. He could have easily tipped the chair.
I could have.
You could have.
I could have.
You could have thrown the chair across the room, too.
Exactly, just like the socks. Perfect revenge. He could have tossed your chair just like you tossed his socks.
I think he's traumatized that he's on camera, but oh my goodness.
It's not the first time he's been on camera though. He's literally been on your stream.
He has. He really literally has.
Then he stopped doing that. It's so sad.
Are you agreeing to be on stream with me?
That's nothing of the sort.
I think he almost agreed to be on camera on stream with me, which means I might start streaming again. There we go.
There you go. And also, we could always do this. Thank you, everybody. I will be back for the next one. I don't know when it'll be. I'm not going to make any announcements because it's more fun to surprise you. So, yeah. Goodbye. Stop streaming.